Welcome. Today we'll discover the new keyboard from Contour, the Balance keyboard, and the associated touchpad. Welcome, I'm Olivier Girard, ergonomist, posture therapist, author of the Posture Manual and creator of the Posture Academy. First things first, the conditions of this test are the same as always. The manufacturer sends me the product for free, but I do not accept any commission, I do not accept any review of my video, and therefore this is a totally independent review. Now you see, we are here really talking about a set. We have a set with a keyboard and a touchpad. The keyboard is a full-size keyboard, meaning keys, this central block, and the numpad. You know from my other videos that I'm used to a compact keyboard, but I don't think that the discussion here should be whether we prefer a compact keyboard or a full-size keyboard. You know, the answer will depend on your job, i.e. your tasks, your shoulder width, your habits, and all that, and your pain actually. So, you know, today we start from the fact that you chose a full-size keyboard and we're trying to see if this one is a good model. Let's look at the keyboard, then the touchpad, then the combination of the two. The keyboard is a really qualitative device. It's extremely slim. You see, it's very slim. As often you can plug it in 3 channels. There's a dongle and 2 Bluetooth channels. And very interestingly, at the back side of the keyboard, there are feet small or big for the positive tilt, and there's also the possibility to have a negative tilt. Just for information, the negative tilt can help you indeed minimize wrist flexion, but in that case it should be associated with the wrist rest, and you should be careful because you also reach a bit further with your hands, so it can lead to more strain in that area. Other feature of the keyboard, it's a very low travel distance, quite comfortable, and it's made compact. You see there's little space here, and we'll come back to that because it's actually linked to our second point, which is the touchpad. I think this is the most interesting combination of part of the discussion. I'm used now, after months, to the roller mouse, and I love it. But it is extremely difficult to get used to a roller mouse. And the acceptance and the ease to learn working with the touchpad is much bigger because this is exactly like you have on your laptop. And you see, more and more what I'm doing now is using the touchpad as a left-hand alternative to the scroll. In another video, I've explained why I don't like the scroll wheel. Basically, the reason is that, you know, when the normal movement of your fingers is to flex, it's that. The scroll wheel does the opposite, it does that, which is a hyperextension in this joint, and again it's a source of strain here. So I really want people to get rid of this scrolling habit, and you know, using your left hand with 2 fingers is a very easy way to scroll. Most of us will get used to it if they are not already used to it, and that will also have the advantage of splitting the workload between the 2 hands. Now, central pointing devices, i.e. things that are in front of your belly button, are always, you know, somehow hazardous, because you see, the normal position of my hands is here. Therefore, what I put in the middle, in front of my belly button, is what I should use with my 2 hands simultaneously, which is not the case with the touchpad. The touchpad, I use it just with 1 hand. So here you have a first source of, say, rounded shoulders posture. And the second source of rounded shoulder posture is the fact that as the keyboard is pushed slightly further forward, exactly like with the roller mouse, well, you will also tend to, you know, have this slumped posture. And to minimize this risk, well, this is why Contour has really done a big work on trying to reduce the distances. And you see the result. The result is that when the rest edge are on the desk, I'm completely relaxed, I bend my elbows, and right here I'm already on my keyboard, reaching the top row without any problem. And you see, I'm not stuck to my desk. I don't need to go here to reach the keyboard. So here, you know, that device in terms of front back distance is really well thought. And for the rest, the touchpad has the same function as any normal touchpad. It's configured by the Windows panel. Now be aware that the actions that you can do with the touchpad are always less accurate than what you can do with the mouse. Therefore, touchpad is so-so for video editing, but it's great for scrolling, for big buttons, for PowerPoints, etc. Last part of the video, the interaction between the two. You see, there's a function which I really find cool, is that Contour has foreseen this kind of anchors, these clips here. And with these two things, you can fairly easily connect the keyboard to the touchpad. And you see, your setup stays clean. Whenever you shift something, they stay together, and you ensure that the distance stays minimum. So overall, you know, this is a very well thought through and very comfortable device if you want a full-size keyboard, which will allow you to, you know, find again that comfort that most people have with their laptop of having a touchpad right under their thumbs whilst they can type up there, and your laptop can, minimum configuration, then just be a screen, or you can do like me, plug it on a docking and use an external screen. So overall, I can recommend this device if you're looking for a full-size keyboard. It's really quite a good product. Available in the US and some other countries, but not everywhere in the world. Also beware that the number of layout is a bit more reduced than on more standard keyboard on the market.